It's Truth Over Fear, and the truth will set you free. I want to talk about Budweiser this time because they hide it in plain sight. This one's a little more difficult to see, but as I've said before, the subconscious mind picks up on all this. But if you're not conscious of it, you're not guarding the gates of your subconscious mind, then you'll manifest a craving for this crap that people consume. And they're clever the way they do it, because it's not where you can invert it and you can see a 666 or anything like that, but it is there. And most people won't notice it, so that's why we got to do research and really look into this, because it's typically everywhere, and it's not going to stop until we expose it. But it won't work on you, it won't work on your subconscious mind if you're aware of it. So that's why you need to wake up, because if you're not aware of it, then they're sneaking it into your subconscious mind and you have no clue that that's happening. So let's get into it. Now, there's a reason they named Budweiser Budweiser. So the name Budweiser is a German derivative adjective meaning of Budweis. Beer has been brewed in Budweis, now the Czech Republic, since it was founded in 1265. So why did they call it Budweiser? Well, they needed to add two more letters to it, because Budweiser is 9 letters. Now, I'm going to show you why 9 letters is important and how they feed your subconscious mind, the 666. So if you look closely, you'll see where it has the A and B for Anheuser-Busch, but it kind of looks like it's inside of a diamond, if you will. And I kind of drew it in so you guys could see it more, but it has one upright, one inverted. And why that's important is because even when you tip that beer, you are inverting it. Either way, you're using that triangle. And this is an equilateral triangle. Each angle is 60 degrees. And we know in numerology, you don't count the zeros. So it's 666. And why the 9 letters in Budweiser? Because if you see the depiction that I made, hopefully you guys can see that, but 9 letters is equal to a triangle, which is 1, 2 to 3, and then downwards it would be 3, 2, 1. But if you add all those numbers up, it equals 9. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's why they had to make it 9 letters, so it could make the pyramid or the triangle, which a triangle is 666. And so look what we have here. Budweiser equals 56, like Society of Jesus equals 56. Anheuser-Busch equals 54, 144, and 72, just like Jesuit Order equals 144, 54, and 72. Drink equals 56 and 79, like Society of Jesus. Spirits equals 38, and killing equals 38. And that's exactly what you're doing when you drink this. You're killing your liver, your brain, your heart, your spirit. You're dimming your spirit when you consume this alcohol. And the way to not allow them to sneak this into your subconscious mind is to be aware and guard your subconscious mind with your aware mind, which is the conscious mind. Because these two minds need to be working together along with your spirit, which is connected to the divine, if that's what you want to call it. But it won't work if you are aware of this and awake, and you won't get these cravings, or it won't manifest things. But if you are drinking, try to limit it, or just don't drink at all. And also, Budweiser uses the crown sigil or symbol, just like the corona or crown. And coronavirus is 56, And then Budweiser is 56, and King of Beer is 56. And the reason they do this is because they want everybody on a beast mentality, on a 666 consciousness. So that, and that's why they're always showing you the 666. You know, they're always slipping that into your subconscious mind, because when they do that, you know, it keeps you on a low level state of consciousness, which is the 666 mentality. What we're trying to get to is 777. That's Christ consciousness. And there's that duality between Christ and the devil. But, you know, this is how they do it. They do it through the unholy trinity. It's either the Holy Trinity or the unholy trinity. But to keep you in that 666 enslavement consciousness, it's unholy, the trinity. And the trinity is a triangle or a pyramid. And if you look closely at this tarot card, you'll see how they're pulling it off. The man represents the conscious mind, the positive, and the female represents, you know, the female mind, the negative. And then it has a depiction of the whole collective, or the divine, or, you know, the super conscious. And it was beautifully explained in the allegorical story in Genesis of Adam and Eve, which we're not going to get into that right now. That's probably for a whole nother video. But take a look at, you know, how they're doing this. And so if you notice, you know, again, you got the positive for the male and then the negative for the female. And you got the neutral, which is kind of like a battery, or the Holy Trinity, whether it's, you know, the Holy Trinity or the unholy Trinity. However, this is how they're doing it. If you notice, the man is looking directly at the female, and that's the, you know, male energy going towards the female, and she's looking directly up at the divine or the neutrality, and so on and so forth. And that cycle just keeps going. So they're feeding you what they're feeding you through your conscious mind, which you're not aware of if you're not awake, and then it goes to your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind, it goes up to the divine or the spiritual world, or whatever that realm is where things manifest. So that's the system they use, but they're using it in a perverted way. That's why they love their triangles and their pyramids. It's to keep you enslaved, but you can use this in your own way, in a positive way. But you got to wake up, and you got to do the research. And you can clearly see the man impressing his intent on the subconscious mind. That's how they're feeding it. It's heart, mind, guts, or care, knowledge, action. You have to care enough first. And then when you care enough to know, then you'll gain that knowledge. And then you'll take action on that knowledge to manifest. You know, heart, mind, guts. But it starts in the heart first. And then it starts in the mind. And then you take action, which will manifest in this 3D world. And believe me, they care a lot about their intent. And what is their intent? Their intent is to enslave you. And they've known this for centuries. This occult knowledge, they've kept it hidden. Nobody knows how it works. But when you find out how it works, you see what they're doing, see what they're up to. Truth is simple, so lies that get complicated.